welcome to another episode of the Character Show. I am your host. I go by the name of Future. And as always, I'm never alone. I am with Ntwana Yakukasi, Maglera. Kimita Offense. He's a musician. He does all the types of genres. He goes by the name of Jermienston XII. How's it,
Nice to
sure.
nice to
Before we start about this podcast, I want us to acknowledge someone, to give a big shout out to Maglera Boy.
Yeah, big shout out.
Shout out to Maglera Boy. We were at Back to the City, Joe, and it was packed. And I think for me, what inspired me was from the fact of we grew up in the same town, you know, at Sabotaged and stuff, and then seeing him growing, and then Ramona perform at Maglera, and now seeing him on the big stage, it's mind blowing.
It's incredible.
So shout out to Maglera.
Yeah, one day, 19XX.
19XX, right? Sure. Now, a lot of people don't know this about me and you. We actually grew up together.
Yeah.
Tell people about that. Joe.
Hey, dog. Hey, when I was talking about that, but now, okay, actually with this thing, now according to me, to like, when I got introduced to you, I got introduced to you via my grandma. So we come from a holy family. So most of the people in my family is spiritual gifted. So it came to a point whereby I actually grew up in. I'm actually from Potchefstroom in Extension 7.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm from Potch because that's where I got brought up by my mom and dad. And then we moved to my mom's territory because of my dad actually lost his job.
All right.
You know, the whole retrenchment thing turned the world upside down for the both of us. Yeah. So I had to go back to Ekasi. That's when I moved to Joburg. I think in a period of 3 months, that's when I started going to church. My grandmom, because the way I think the route to the church,
true.
She would actually cross. She would take a certain route, and then she would tell me route like. A Sunday song because there's times when she used to tell me go to Sunday school alone. Yeah. So there's a time whereby she told me let's take this route. I was like, what's wrong? So when we go to airport run, I'm like 1, 2. So I'm seeing her, I'm standing at the corner there, and she's going to the was it the third house or second house? It was the third house. Yeah. She went in. It's a blue house, blue RDP fan. She goes in there for like 2 minutes. She comes out. With a granny, senior, slender boy, he's dark skinned, and that was you, though. Yeah. So from there, that was the first time when I saw you, and then you and I started like interacting at church via the choir. Yeah. You were in from Sunday school to what was it called?
Confirmation.
Yeah, see, I even forgot because it's in a long time.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. So that's when I got introduced to you, Bonne, Boboka.
True. I think my biggest time of our friendship, it was when the time Renalebo CJ. I still remember that. I think for me it was
the epic.
It was the epic. Yeah. And for me, it's like, you know, when you grew up with someone, you want it to be like a forever.
Yes, definitely.
And I think it kind of affected me when we started growing apart.
Yeah.
And it created, you know, from like speaking like this to now greeting each other when we meet and we don't have like a 5 minutes talk. I think for me, it created like that. But in a way, I still understood that as people we grow.
We all have journeys to encounter.
But the nicest thing about it is that we don't hold grudges about it. You know?
Actually, honestly speaking, I'm fair to like, I didn't take it in a point of we are apart, so that means that we nothing. I didn't take it like that because I knew we come way back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've always been like, I understand if when it comes to school he's too focused and I'm not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I saw it the way you guys were. were consistent with your futures. So that's when I actually, because it's 2017, that's when I stopped being in church. And remember, we got confirmed on 2016. You get what I'm saying? So that's when I started going to like music part and all that. So that's when I think I
think the biggest flex for me is that out of all odds, we came to Johannesburg.
Man.
And we try and we are conquering. We're trying our best, trying our best. But we here, that's a big move. Nobody takes that decision to just come here and do his thing. Speaking of music, let's talk about your music. Where did the love start? Before we do that, it's a disclaimer, guys. You heard him that I was going to choir. I know how to sing. Just a disclaimer. So tell us about your music, where you started. You started from church, right? From now it being to where you are now. How did that go along?
It's in fact like it actually painted a beautiful picture for me. I'm told. Honestly speaking, Fitzu, like the person that made me to dwell into the music was my mom. Because if I have to take you back for like a second, just to like reach up the memory, talking about me living with them in Portugal, she's the one that introduced me to Abu Akon, Michael Jackson, you get what I'm saying, Beyonce. So from there, I didn't know that my mom was a singer. Until I saw her. I think it's how many, 2 streets away from your block. There's a choir called Jack and the New Spiritual Choir. It's a clap and tap. She was one of the members there since it started. So me having that opportunity, like I get to witness them practice. I get them to see them on stage. I'm told I get to vibe with them whenever they go to Botswana and away and that. So that made me like to be like, yes, in fact, I want to be just like my mom because I saw she was so happy whenever she's on stage. You get what I'm saying? So with that, it took me to a whole new level. I was like, my mom, she traveled to Botswana. She's been to Lesotho. She's been to Mosa, I'm told. She's been to Namibia. And she has frequented around South Africa multiple times. So I felt like, yes, in fact, if my mom can do that, I can take that to a whole new level. I can go global. And so taking a further step to being a recording artist. So I don't want to like paint in a beautiful picture and I didn't know how to write songs. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like the whole experience, dog, it made me like a whole new person. Because now I can see I'm a giant. No lie.
So where you at now in your music career?
For now, I can say like I wouldn't how can I put it? I wouldn't say I'm a local artist. I'm told. Man, I'm on a whole new level. I believe that I'm a big act. I'm told. The problem is just that promoters, event hosters. I've got multiple. I'm gonna be honest with you now. I didn't want to say it, but I am gonna say it. I'm sorry. When I got here in Johannesburg, I had like 6 gigs, and they all pay. Unlike ekhaya. In Klerksdorp,
you hustle.
I hustle. I have to ask for a performance, and at the same time, Monkey Belly stage, I'm gonna perform 2 songs. Then here comes that local DJ, Asekasi. He's gonna now take out my stick and be like, hey daughter, you know the sun is giving us problems and all that. And so I came up with a new thing. I was like, you know what? I don't have clothes. I don't have money. My mom, she's a single parent, so I'm a swerve to Johannesburg. So when I got to Johannesburg, I started singing like at the corners. And so did the same thing I used to do at home. So that's when I started being acknowledged by certain people. Some of the events were in Bram, some were in Rosebank, and so in Maboni. Niggas didn't call. They never called back. You know why? I don't know. Is it because of they thinking Outta I don't deserve that? You get what I'm saying? So my point of view is, dog, expect like huge songs because I'm working with big artists right now. Even like today, I was supposed to be at a studio. So just because I'm on a 9 to 5, I had to compromise. You get what I'm saying? So so I think in the next 2 days I'm gonna be at a big studio that I've wished all my life to be at. You get what I'm saying? So I'm working with big artists. So that's what I'm saying. Like in the certain places, the
chance.
My chance. You give me the platform. They know who am I? Because I'm a threat to a lot of people, a lot of artists.
And I like that. I like that. It has sabotage in a way.
Too much.
And I want us to talk about that.
Too much.
Give us one probably story of how you got sabotaged.
Man,
whether you're working with a local or a well-known artist.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all is, when you talk about big artists, these big artists in Fitu, they always open with me in everything we do. Bazongitshela mfethu ukuthi like, ndoda, you so good, your pen game is so rough, ntanga. You get what I'm saying? Comparing me to Abo Youngster, Setro, Taliwonga, and etc. Mfethu, I've never had a problem with big acts. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I have a lot in store with them now. These locals, in fact, they give me bad.
Give us a story.
Mfethu, I didn't have so much access to studio sessions. I'm told. So there's a broer. I choose not to say his name. There's a broer, but a lot of people back at home, they know him. He had done a lot of things like betraying me. You get what I'm saying? So the broer would come to me. And here's the thing. That's why I'm saying, like, dog, stop involving big people in our relationship. You get what I'm saying? Because me now, when I get at home, the way my people, they so believe in me, dog, and even the money that they give me to give my transport, they trust in me. You get what I'm saying? And I never lie. I'm gonna tell them, mfethu, ngiyaphuma manje, ngisayohlangana no DJs ban ngiyambona loya wasethembisa nani uceda ukuthola ama 3 million views now. Sayohlangana naye e-studio, ngisayosibana naye. So abantu basendlini, they wanna know. When I come back, they wanna know. And after 3 months or 2 months, they want to see that project. They want to see my name with that guy. You get what I'm saying? They want to see me involving. So it comes to a point in faith, the brew comes to me and tells me, in faith, hot money da, I read 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, which is Nalwena. We a good combo. I read EP. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I'm excited. Or at least in faith, hot money I recognize. That means we're not working our ass off for my hand. I'm told. Sharp. Because even really gig, I don't want to lie. But with the brew, you get what I'm saying? I don't know, is it because he has a manager and I don't have a manager? But I'm telling you, it's because of a manager. They lie. I'm told. I know because of I don't deserve Nyuku EU, I don't deserve platform EU. Because of Joe, I look about the talents. So so I'm saying this boom fit has been always like that. Let's record. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Let's go record, my guy. Because either way, I'm spiritual. And the matter of the out of the blue. So I was like, okay, what do you want? I ran fit 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Because most of the songs, I'm proudly to say, get what I'm saying? X501. You get what I'm saying? 1646. Go BNB, stop 18. Then greenhouse about most of the heat. Right. You get what I'm saying? So Mchita has been telling me, so when we listening to the sounds, ngiyazwa mfethu amana ababanzi sebevumile athi uright game ivele sekuyikhuphukile ngene kamoreni kuqhenga amadolo mina ngithi ngithandaze yangithola angithi zonke izinto kade ningifisela zona ngithi soza zenzeke angithi ngihlale niyazi njengoba ngiphiwe ngadiwe soza ngiphumele. You get what I'm saying? So from there I was like coming up with the song Hotman, the brew etsa go tlompela re mo Hotman a re dire 1 2 3. I'm like, hell no. I just prayed now. So ha ke tsa go dula ke mamela di tunes tsa ga man abaphansi bangitshela ukuthi hayi ntwana yami igame sekhuphukile manje uyangena sikuvulela masango yangithola mfethu the brew after 3 months to 4 months re tlamile release la idea it becomes a problem. I don't get my credits. I'm not getting any emails from the royalty splits. Ke bona track e setse e uploadile. Now all I have to do is just to market it. So that's one of the things like it was hard for me. It's hard.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey, but that's my favorite, dog. Don't do that.
I want us to wrap it up very fast. Any movie that has like motivated you or shaped you in any way that you could grow, whether it's music or tell us fast. 2 minutes.
Man, one movie. You asked me about one movie.
Yeah.
And even now, it's still one movie. If you could go back to the interviews, Madala Kwababa and Maglera Doughboy, the likes of Toady Mac, Mama, they will tell you, I'm this big because of I got inspired by Klerksdorp, Madala Kwababa. You get what I'm saying? I got inspired by TK Briggs, Kapula di Blog, or di Drata, Maglera Doughboy. You get what I'm saying? Toady Mac, wan tlhaloga bitsa mama ga go bona ngwana ga ge jaaka gote a jaaka tuka malaka ba gotetsa le ba bangwe. That breed, dog. And RIP to Nash. He was the dopest producer. Batho ba le ke bona batho e le gore ba itse go motswa go tswa kae. Wa tlhaloga. A re tsa capella le tlhepeng tse di beleng kwa. But because of motswako e originate as Setswana. Rona ba batho ba go bokoni. So I'm going to tell you one thing, dog. One movie that made me go ke ntho ke batlang go nna yone. It's Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. Highly recommendation, guys. Straight Out of Compton. I think it's enough. I think the word of the day today could be tough times never last.
True.
Tough times never last.
True.
Thank you very much for coming to this episode.
Thank you so much.
It was truly an honor to have you.
Yes, sir.
We hope nothing but the best in your career.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank you. I receive.
Yeah, there you go, have it, ladies and gentlemen. We had Jermienston XII.
XI is the future.
This is your boy Future. We're signing out. See you next time.
Yeah.